And right next, we have another interesting presentation with Emre. Is he here? Yes, he's here. Greetings to Emre. I hope I'm pronouncing well. Emre is the founder of My State. He will be telling you a little bit about that, and happy to have you here.
Thank you. Hi, Ron. Who here knows about Web 1 and Web 2? Okay. You heard about Web 3? Buckle up because we're going to talk about Web 5. How to build regular apps for regular people. Other. So why am I here and why am I talking about Web 5? If you heard about the DeFi mullet, it's about the same thing. So it's fintech in the front and crypto or blockchain in the back. A bit about myself. I did a business bachelor's, and since my graduation, I've been working in Ethereum startups. And before this crazy place, I did an internship at an online bank called Bank in Amsterdam. And for the past 3 months, I've been working on a startup idea called My State. And I'm going to talk about the building blocks that I've looked into for using to build a startup that uses crypto in the back, but then it's completely a fintech in the front. I'm a Revolut Power user. It's my main online bank, and I think many of you here can relate. Web 2 comes with really great things. It has great UX. You all download an app, you KYC, and then you can send funds from your current bank account to your new bank account, right? It costs 0 fees. All you have to do is spend some time. But it also comes with some things that we're trying to improve here in the space, which is like bringing in permissionless innovation, decentralization, and being able to have your money controlled by yourself, so you have self-custody over your assets and your data. So what if we take the best parts of Web 2 and bring in the best parts of Web 3, the permissionless decentralized protocols, and self-custodial ownership of data and money? It's actually possible today, and it's mainly possible on Gnosis. So the stack looks like this. For KYC, you can use IDOS. It's being built from Fractal and partners, including Gnosis. And then to send money from your current bank account to your new bank account, which mints tokens on the blockchain, which I'll go into details in a minute, you can use Monerium. And then to spend those funds, you can use Gnosis Pay to spend them at any Visa terminal. So let's start with KYC. IDOS is being built by Fractal and partners that you can see here. But the bad thing is it's actually not live yet, so you can't really build with it. But Fractal is operational for a few years already. And if you have signed up for Gnosis Pay, you know that you did KYC using Fractal. So Monerium. Monerium is incredibly powerful. What you do is you KYC with them, as you do with any fintech. You get a new IBAN. You send money from your current IBAN at your Web 2 bank to this new IBAN. And what Monerium does is they give you a $0, €0, 0% free feeless on-ramp from Euro to Euro-E. And they have a license, the e-money license. With that, you can put money on-chain. It's the same license that Revolut has, that TransferWise has, that Klarna has. Every big fintech in Europe has a license like the e-money license. And Monerium is one of 2 companies that have this license to put money on-chain. Now on to Gnosis Pay. Once you have your money on-chain, how do you spend it? Well, you can get a Gnosis Pay card, and you can spend it at any terminal that accepts Visa. And Gnosis Pay has been a long while in development, and before it was called SaltPay. And if you KYC with it, you will see the onboarding flow of Fractal. And the good news is that all of these tools are compatible with Gnosis Safe. So you don't need to have an EOA, you can have a smart account or smart contract wallet. And what's incredible with that is you can do stuff like gasless transactions, account recovery, and you can further abstract away the crypto complexities. This is what I've been working on for the past few months. I'm not sure if anyone here knows Solo from Estonia. Yeah, I see some faces. So I have been a freelancer in Portugal since 2 years. And I initially wanted to use something like Solo, but it didn't exist. And I thought, what if I could build something like that with the tools available? So that's the journey I embarked on, but it's kind of on froze right now. This is how it started. It was at a hackathon. I built like a copy of Revolut, but then used Monerium under the hood and Safe on Gnosis chain. So if there's one thing I want you to take away from this talk is that we should have less of this crazy walls of crypto where you have to select the wallet, you have to select the chain, less of this and more of this. Because essentially, we want people to use these things. We don't really have them have to learn about the crazy onboarding curve that it takes to onboard to crypto. Yeah, so this is my socials. If you want to connect or have any questions, happy to answer them now as well.
Thank you so much, Emre. Thank you so much for talking so much and for using so much the Gnosis products. And yeah, if someone has any questions for Emre, we are here to listen to them.
So my technical co-founder dropped off and I haven't been able to replace him. If you are technical and you want to start a startup, hit me up. Also, my bootstrapping period is coming to an end. So there's that.
Where are you running it? Like on which platforms? Is it compatible with any blockchain DeFi platform maybe?
I was primarily building on Gnosis chain because that's where Monerium is available, that's where Gnosis Pay is available, and where Fractal or IDOS was gonna be available too. But yeah, it's on hold at the moment.
And I have a question regarding the regulations. Like, are you starting to think about MiCA and the new version of the regulations like the MiFID, I think?
So this e-money license that Monerium has, it's completely MiCA compatible. There's no problem with that. And the beauty of that is, me as an app builder, I don't have to worry about it. I can just use Monerium and they do all of the regulation. I can just build cool shit that people want to use and then charge a subscription the Web2 way, and then I just use the crypto stuff under the hood.
So if the user QICs through the app, it doesn't have to QIC from Monerium, for example?
The way KYC works is you can either go to monerium.com and KYC yourself and just use Monerium on their website, but they also have APIs so that you can integrate it on your own products. The way it works right now is that you can create an authentication method where you have your app, and then the user has to go to Monerium website, make an account, KYC there, and then come back to your website or app, and then give access controls so that me as app builder can have access to this person's IBAN number and credentials. This is likely going to change with IDOS once that's finalized, and then it's going to work similarly. How exactly it's going to work, I'm not exactly sure because it's not fully live yet, but this is how it's going to work. The beauty of it is you only need to KYC once. You don't need to do it multiple times because there's Monerium and there's Gnosis Pay, but those companies all work together, so only KYC once and then you get all the tools that you need, which is also pretty neat.
Thank you for your presentation. What about these tokens? So are they OFAC compatible? So for example, if I put tokens on chain,
And then like, can OFAC block me or censor me if I'm, for example, Russian, or I'm from Hamas, or I'm from other, like, or I'm another bad guy?
Monerium is only available in Europe and the EEA, so you cannot onboard outside of that region. They have plans to enter the US next and then Asia, but, you know, one after the other. If you do something illegal, you will be deplatformed. Yeah. Which is not the beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah. That's the trade-off you're making with these licenses.
Anyone else? Then I guess that's it. Thank you so much, Emre, again. We'll have some pizza and some drinks now. So yeah, they will be in this room as well.